A word of advice is really, look deep inside when you're looking for a new opportunity, really assessing who you are, what you bring to the table, and what's going to make you happy, I think is the key to long-term happiness.
Today, with this tight labor market, how long does it take to find a job?
A lot of times it doesn't take very long to find a job, but it does take a long time to find the right job. And to set yourself apart, again, having that insight to who you're applying to and showing genuine interest in pursuing that opportunity is the best possible way to land your dream job.
What are employers looking for when they're looking to hire new team members, particularly because half the jobs in this country are provided by small business owners? So I feel like it's very much a hands-on process.
Most of the time it is culture fit, someone who really understands not only who you are and what you offer, but buys into your culture is really the most important. That is going to make a long-term employee and a happy employee. And that's what every business owner wants.
What are some things that potential employees should be looking at in order to present themselves in the best light? Because today we could say, of course, that it's easy to find a job, right? They're looking for hires everywhere, but we are going into a recession.
Understanding, who you're talking to, researching that employer, finding out, what is it they're doing, what type of events are they having, what are they offering, who they are, and letting them know in the interview that you have researched them, that you are interested in them. Yes, you want a job, but you want to work for them.
Using social media, what would they specifically do to ensure that they're going to get that job and they're going to be the right fit for it?
I would say that not putting party pics and anything that could be considered a little bit risque, obviously no nudity, no drama, no politics, no religion. I would stay away from those things because employers will view that as drama, and they will view that as, well, if this person is willing to put that out there on social media, what are they going to be doing in my environment?
What happens if somebody, say, gets cold feet or they get another opportunity? What would be a good way to handle, say, not making it an interview appointment?
Oh, communicate. Never ghost. You never know what's going to happen in life. And so keeping that relationship open, not burning the bridge, let them know you either found an opportunity or that you're not interested and you appreciate the opportunity. That means so much more to the person who's interviewing you than just not showing up or ghosting.
Give me some examples, maybe from your software, of questions that we can ask ourselves to get clear on what is it that will make a job perfect for us.
I would say expectations are everything, and understanding what you're bringing to the table. So if you are, if there's things that you don't want to be doing, let's say, for instance, you don't want to be doing social media, those are really great things to address right away, because an expectation like that for an employer may not go addressed, and then they get into the job and suddenly, oh, you're expected to help with social media. I would say also, depending on what the nature of the job is, what are your expectations as far as building your own client base or having to get your own work? Are you expected to pursue, potential clients, or are they being handed to you? Those are often things that are deal breakers and cause a lot of issues because they're not fleshed out beforehand.
So how can an employer or an employee go into that job interview and making sure that those expectations are really clear for both parties?
Do your research going in, ask a lot of questions and sit there and listen. A lot of times people tend to take over the interview, but asking open-ended questions, letting the other person talk, and then revisiting that conversation, following up is really important after it's over, and even scheduling another interview if there were things that didn't go addressed.
How would you go about that follow-up process as an employee rather?
I think a phone call. We don't give a lot of phone calls these days, but I think a phone call is wonderful. An email follow-up is great, thank you, but calling that person or even asking for their direct line really shows initiative, and it shows that you're interested. And most employers I know would love that. A follow-up phone call, wow, this person was really into us and is invested already in our company. I think that's the best way to go, is pick up the phone.